Hello and welcome back to LOWBORN. We're in a naval battle at the moment because we have to deal with these corsairs. I know. We're kind of a little bit on the downturn at the moment. You know, we're trying to recover still, and I do have a decent-ish army. I've just recruited basically what I did, which I personally feel is amazing, and that's the reason why we've got all these different options on how we recover from a defeat. And generally what I did was I just recruited a bunch of forest bandits. Yeah, because for me personally, I feel like forest bandits, if you're going to be doing land battles, let's just say that, because obviously sea raiders are going to be much better if you're doing, this. If you're on a ship of some kind, then you're going to have a much better time getting sea raiders and getting, naval-oriented mariner troops. Now, I obviously just went for forest bandits because I know that they level up into actual forest bandits. I know, I know that the actual name of the bandit group themselves are indeed forest bandits, but the specific unit that is tier 4, that is called forest bandit, they are absolutely fantastic. They are probably some of the best, well, pretty much the best statted units that you're going to see from a bandit group, in my opinion at least. And indeed we are going to be charging. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't do anything. Hilarious enough. Yes, that didn't do anything. I mean, that's pretty obvious, to be honest, isn't it? That's pretty obvious. Every single time I try to do any kind of ramming, that is always what seems to be the case. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that seems to be happening quite often. So yeah, so apart from the fact that obviously I went and got a bunch of basically bushwhackers, and then I decided to, well, I didn't decide to, but basically they began leveling up, and then I was able to level them into freebooters, and then eventually I could get my hands on some actual forest bandits. Now, I have been attempting, and I don't know whether you saw that just now, but we did just level up, and I have been attempting to try and level Barney up, because once he levels, we will be putting a point into leadership, because there is actually something I really desperately desire, and that is veterans respect. Yes, veterans respect. This is going to be insanely strong for us. And I'm very much hoping we'll be able to get our hands on it relatively soon, because you can see here, look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. And this is the reason why we need this. Because look at how many forest bandits I have and how many are ready to level up. And that is exactly what we need. So yeah, that's what I've been attempting to do. And basically every single time I have the opportunity to, well, loot anything, I just leave it. I just leave it in the loot, and that's it. Because discarding items is better for unlocking stuff for your retinues than actually looting it. And obviously, I don't really need cash right now. I mean, you may see me have, only 228,000, but don't worry. Our bank, or shall we say banks, our bank accounts are absolutely overflowing with cash. So we really do not need like a couple of 100,000 here and there. But look, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Look at that. Look at how crazy this is. So we get huge amounts from discarding. This is exactly the reason why what I'm going to do is when I get back to Botanian territory, I didn't want to do it, off screen, because I feel like this is a pretty important mechanic surrounding the retinues mod. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to be picking up a bunch of noble bows, right? Noble bows, and creating some kind of insane monster of a character and trying to get that working. But yeah, anyway, so as you can see, we've got our extra point into leadership here. I'm pretty much maxed out in a lot of things, but what I would love to do is get to 330 with this, because I believe that is when we have the opportunity. Oh no, wait, there it is. Never mind. Okay, I was actually so so I wanted to draw attention to the skill mastery mod. So this is an amazing mod in my opinion, because what it does is it pretty much shall we say rewards you for speccing a significant amount into one particular perk tree. So whether that means, you know, going for, you know, I don't know, social skill, cunning, you know, endurance, etc., etc. If you could go for any of those, then go for it, you know, by all means. But just make sure that you max out as much as possible from these trees. Because the reason why I have these other perks, right? The reason why I have these is because we're 324 in Steward. Because as far as I'm aware, I think it's like every 2 or 3 points, maybe every 5 points. No, it can't be every 5 points. But it must be every 2 or 3 points we get the other perk in that tree automatically spec'd. So we don't have to really, you know, we don't have to really worry about that. Same thing with medicine skill. As you can see right here, we're at 300. So as you can see, every, I think maybe it is every 5. Yeah, it is every 5. Never mind. Okay, I was actually correct about that. But yes, as you can see, we have every 5 skill points, we are going to be getting one of these other perks that we didn't take beforehand. And that's what the skill mastery mod does. And I personally think that that's absolutely fantastic. I think that is amazing because you can do some really crazy cool things with it. Same thing with, look at this, same thing with athletics skill and riding skill and stuff like that. I was able to take the other perks there. And same thing with, as you can see, smithing skill 2, as well as pole arms. Look at how crazy this is. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I actually really love that. I think that that is fantastic because it just rewards you. It just rewards you for a little bit of dedication to a particular skill tree. You know, not just stopping at 275 or whatever. Anyway, I'm currently at Zeonica. Okay, that's not going to work. Let me do this then. We're going to have to disembark. I'm currently at Zeonica because I want to do a prison break. Because there is actually someone here. Disguise myself and sneak through the gate. I'm not going to be able to do this. Maybe I will. Let's pay the 15,000. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, that's going to be very nice and easy. Okay, so there is someone in here. As you can see, one of our daughters is actually a prisoner here. She was a caravan leader, of course. And we are now going to stage a prison break. I actually don't know whether I really want to do that with my current stealth gear. Do I have anything better? I don't think so somehow, right? Yes, no, I don't think so. Oh, wait, hello? Oh, no, we might. What about the broadsword? Do I want to use the broadsword? Do I want to use one of these? No, these are all pretty terrible. I like the axe, actually. I think I like the axe a little bit better. Is there a... I don't think I can actually even use the axes. No, I can't even use the axes, so what am I even talking about? Alright, so 65 cutting damage versus 71, but the swing speed is really good. So, legendary, there we go. Let's take these stones off. I have no idea why they even give you stones, but there you go. And let's do it. Yes, let's start. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit dicey. Because as I say, I haven't really done that many of these, and... Okay, let's hope he doesn't turn around. Nope, there we go. That's what we like to see. I'm going to try to speedrun it a little bit. Make it a little bit more dynamic for us. There we go. Nice. Okay, this guy is patrolling around here. Should be absolutely fine. Nice. We like it. Maybe we can do a little bit more. I seem to be in pretty good time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh dear. There we go. That is exactly what we needed. Whew, that was a bit close. That was a bit close. I actually have no idea whether we can even fail with the detection. If we do get detected, do we fail it after a certain period of time? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have only done this once before with the new stealth system, so this is very interesting. Okay, hello there, sir. Let's kill that guy. Kill him too. And then, do we have anyone else? Anyone else wants a piece of me? No, it doesn't seem like it. And then we're just going to be switching over to our falchion when we have the opportunity. Ah, there we go. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here. The guards know that something is up. Wow, okay, yeah, see, that's exactly what happens when you have a better weapon. We just killed that guy instantaneously. Love it. Alright, now let's see if I can get out of here. I actually really love the fact that we move so fast. We're moving so fast, obviously, because of our athletic skill and because we're using some extremely light armor in comparison to normal. There we go. I'm trying to go for the head, but obviously it doesn't... Sometimes it doesn't really happen. I guess it doesn't really matter sometimes, because these guys are really lightly armored anyway. But generally I do try to slash for the head if I can. And I believe... Are we okay? Yeah, she's fine. Alright. Hello. We've got the last group. The last group of enemies will fall before us. Like wheat before chaff. There we go. Sorry, wheat before a scythe. That's it. That's the saying, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. Super nice and simple, right? There we go. I'm glad we made it out safe. Yes, indeed. There we go. Okay, so that is fantastic. So now she's been freed, and we are going to be fighting this guy. Are we? Oh, I kind of don't want to. Oh wow. Oh wow. That guy has some crazy units. He's got 68 Imperial Nauta. Okay, that is going to be maybe a little bit harsh, but well, what can I do, right? What can I do? Okay, so I am probably going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait here, and then we're just going to fight him as soon as he disembarks, because he's definitely disembarking, right? Or is he just waiting for me? If he's literally just waiting for me, we could... He is! Oh, that's very nice of him, isn't it? Okay, yeah, he's absolutely fine. All right, let's do it. Okay, yeah, this is not usually something I'd do. Usually, if I'm in a recovery phase like we are right now, usually I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Miss me with this guy because he's got way too many Mariner units. Like, he's got, as you saw, he's got 68 of those guys, and they are ranged troops. So, you know, them being ranged troops, they're going to be significantly more powerful than anything we really have. I don't really have anything like that, so it's possibly a mistake for me to come in here. If we do actually end up failing, then this is going to be extremely bad. Let me actually just switch these guys out to make sure that they get slightly better ship on their hands. And yeah, I have no idea what to really do right now. I think we could tell them to skirmish. I think we'll tell them to skirmish. That's what we'll do. So let's have a look. Yeah, so both of them will go and skirmish. There we go. I think maybe I'm going to need to do something about that. Maybe... Oh, no, they're already going to skirmish. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, hopefully they'll go and skirmish, well, somewhat effectively. I'm not sure if that's really going to happen, but we'll try our best, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to try to turn into the side of one of these enemy ships, because I have, in my off-screen time, gone into a fight, into a naval battle, and actually sunk a ship instantly upon hitting them. Okay, that's not going to work. Nope. Yeah, I thought not. I thought not. Yes, that's very sad, actually, isn't it? Okay, we could try to turn, but turning is an absolute chore with this kind of ship. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, come on, turn. Turn. Okay, yeah, this is bad. This is very bad. Can we actually turn? Are we not turning? I mean, what is actually going on here? Look at this. This is absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, so this is going to go badly. This is going to go pretty badly. I can't really do much about this. Yeah. Probably should have waited for them to engage. But guess it's going to have to do, because I've got some good damage coming in here at least. Nice. There we go. And I think we're basically about done with our positioning here. We do seem to be inflicting quite a bit of damage, so I guess that's somewhat good, I guess. I mean, I have so many ranged troops, that's the thing. I have so many ranged troops, it is just a no-brainer that we would want to do that. We'd want to try to skirmish as much as possible. I'm going to have to try and inflict some damage here. Yep, we're going to have to jump. How are we doing? How are we doing, actually? Because it feels to me like we're actually losing. That's what it feels like to me, at least. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get up here somehow. Yeah, we're going to have some issues. Alright, so I think we're actually going to win this. Unfortunately, we did end up... Oh, we only lost 17. I think that's actually not entirely bad. I was kind of hoping... I mean, look, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the amount of kills that our forest bandits just got. We got 77 kills with forest bandits. That just goes to show. I'm just saying, you know, we've got to think about this. We've got to think about the fact that actually forest bandits are really, really good, and they've always been really, really good. But they are consistently underrated just because they're bandits, I guess. I don't know, maybe they are, maybe they're not, I don't know. But generally, I do feel as though they are significantly much better than you'd think, you know? And that's definitely something that I have, in the past, been very surprised at. I'm very surprised how good they actually are. Like, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Their equipment is maybe leaving a little bit to be desired. I think they have a really, really good bow, but apart from that, their armor is obviously not amazing. Because of course it isn't, you know, they're bandits after all. But you know, that's not really, you know, here nor there really, because you will have significant damage. Significant damage output will be coming from these guys every single time because they have such good bow skill. And there you go. Look at that. We actually unlocked the ram figurehead. Oh, okay. Well, that's not that useful, but thank you. That's actually okay. I don't mind that too much. And we do have a significant amount of prisoners as well. As you can see, I do have quite a few prisoners already because I've been capturing Sea Raider chiefs and Nord convoys and so on and so forth. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take every single high level here, or at least try to take the high levels as much as possible. Let's take some of these Imperial Norter. I actually like these. I like these troops quite a great deal. I think they're probably some of my favorites just because they are... I actually thought they were crossbowmen, but apparently not. They are thrown weapons. They are thrown weapon people. So yeah, they're actually really, really good in my opinion, but... did they get changed or something? It feels to me like they got changed because as far as I remember... I think they were actually crossbowmen way back. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, there you go. That is not too bad. And as you can see, some insane armor here. But I'm going to be letting most of this go. I'm going to see if I can... should I let most of this go? You know what? I'm going to let most of this go. I don't need the money. So I'm just going to let most of this go. Just purely because... I want to get as much gear unlocked as possible. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll just take this. A Dramachion. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm not sure if we're actually going to use that. Maybe we will. I think we will. I think we will use it. And there you go. Okay. So look at that. Massive amounts of stuff just unlocked right there. and indeed we are going to be making our way probably over to Vostrum. I guess that's the closest. I wasn't really anticipating, you know, fighting anyone here, but, you know, we did. Oh, hello. What are you doing? What are you doing right here? Okay, well, this is interesting. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing here, but this is not exactly great. This would be a lot better if I didn't have to deal with... What do you have? You just have a bunch of heavy cavalry, but we don't have that many people. Can I get rid of my fleet? Can I get rid of some things here? Yeah, I can discard some. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna discard some of these because we're moving way too slowly as a result of them. We're gonna leave the Dramacian here, and we might actually get rid of one of these Drakars as well. We are undermanned, as you can see, and we are over fleet size. So we will get rid of one of the Drakars there, and then we'll see. Are we moving faster? Yes, we're moving much faster now. So are we moving faster than they are? No, we're still not moving faster than they are. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I'm not sure what I can... Oh no, they're running. They're running? Oh, okay. Well, maybe I went a little bit overboard then. If you pardon the pun. Haha. Yes. Yeah, throw him overboard, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, let's make our way over here. And, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe it would be cool to get some upgrades for this, for the Dramacian. Because I think, well, actually, never mind. It has really, really good upgrades already, as you can see. So it's not really necessary. But what we will do is we will get... I want to get... Oh, heavy iron ballista. I want to get the fire pot. Yeah, I like the fire pot. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I like the fire pot. There we go. All right, fantastic. So we've got 2 ships with the fire pot ballista thing on now, and that's going to make a significant difference, or at least I hope so. Anyway, okay. So this is what it's currently looking like right now. You may be thinking, "Oh, look, we took Sargot." Yeah, no, I didn't. That was not me. That was my vassal allies. They took that from the Western Empire, no less, who we are now at war against. They took Lanark Hen Castle from, I don't even know who it was. I think the Nords. I think it was the Nords or the Vlandians. I have no idea. As I said, I wasn't participating. I was not available for that because, well, there was no point. I basically had no troops, so I was just trying to level up my forces as best as I could. Level up my leadership skill, of course. I really do need to level up leadership skill much, much more than I currently have. And, oh, peace with the Azrai. Okay, yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so, yeah, let's try to get some relation with Radweir. Oh, yeah, by the way. That's something that I completely forgot about as well. We have married, and I'm not talking about Barney, I'm talking about one of his sons. Actually, I think his only son. I think he only has one son. This guy right here, he has married this woman right here, Istiona, daughter-in-law, as you can see, the daughter-in-law. And I believe she's still regrouping. Oh, okay, that's a little bit interesting. I'm kind of a bit worried about the fact that she's still regrouping because it's been a while that they've been married, so a little bit concerned potentially about that, but well, we'll see what happens now. All right, so let's go and do this. There we go. We gain the calculating trait. Yes, we have. All right, so yeah, otherwise, well, what are we going to do now? Well, what are we going to do? Well, we're probably going to be fighting a bunch of Nords if we can get our hands on them. They are a little bit... Oh, never mind. Yep. That's a peace agreement with the Western Empire. I guess that's actually okay because we only ended up losing a castle, so it's not too bad. But I wouldn't mind getting some more forest bandits if I can. I'm not sure if I can because I was actually trying to get more of them, and I was unable to. They actually, I think they have a limit to how many you can actually recruit at any one time. So yeah, there is that. But there you go. We did actually manage to apparently survive. Interestingly enough. Okay, so the question is, am I going to be able to... I have 132. I am going to make it there. It's just going to take quite some time, unfortunately. So I'm not sure. I guess I should probably just go onto the ocean waves. I mean, you can see here, there's not much that the Britannians can do. All they can do is kind of just, you know, build up their forces as much as possible and then see what happens. But it's going to take quite some time, I guess. Anyway, you can also see here that Cairban Seth Bank and obviously my other banks are just insane with the amount of interest that we're getting right there. And generally, I suppose what we could do is, if I were to retire Barney, I would then be able to take over with my son, and he has an insane amount of trading skill, as you can see right there. He has 328 in trading skill, which would basically make it very, very possible for us to get some crazy good deals. And it might make sense, actually. It might make sense for us to do that, but that's the thing. I didn't really want to because of the enormous amount of very, very good skills that Barney has. Because look at him. He's maxed out in one-handed polearm, riding, athletics, smithing skill. Basically is maxed out in trade and charm as well, kind of. I mean, not really, but you know, the amount that I'm willing to spec in them. And then steward, medicine, and engineering, obviously, they're also maxed out really, really nicely. So I'm kind of in two minds about, you know, retiring him at the moment. I'm not sure how old he is either, so it's probably going to be something that I'll need to check just now. Let's check now, shall we? He is 47. He isn't that old. Yeah, look at that. He isn't even that old. So he's going to be absolutely fine, I feel. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be living for at least another 20 years, at least, right? And obviously, because he has a massive amount of medicine skill, it's going to be very, very simple for us, or at least I hope so. Oh, really? Why do we want the trade agreement, but these guys don't want the trade agreement? That's kind of strange, isn't it? I think that's kind of strange. Why were they the ones to suggest it in the first place? That's kind of strange. All right, yeah. So Maranath is looking absolutely insane now. I actually think, you know what? Okay, I think this is a pretty good time to do this. I'm going to challenge Mr. Caladog to a home gang, right? I'm going to challenge him to that, and we're going to try and see if we can gain control over the Britannians, because that's something that we can actually do. And I personally feel like it might be quite fun to try it out. So we'll see what happens with that. Decrease notable relationship. Yeah, let's just do this. And let's get a couple of these. Recruit some more. I really need to get... You know what? I should probably go and get some more bushwhackers in the first place anyway. I feel like that's probably going to make a whole bunch of sense. Let's get Virile here. She's actually... Is she ready now? Because what I actually want to do... He's leading a party right now. Yeah, see, he's the only one that's actually leading a caravan. That is hilarious. So yeah, you can actually see here, by the way, that I have this other mod. Haha. Yes, I have this other mod that actually allows me to edit the party composition of our caravans, and we can actually do a number of other things as well. So you can create a template, you can create a troop template, and you can do all the other kinds of crazy cool stuff. So you can see here that I can literally just change the you know, the composition of everything that he has there. So if we want him to be just fully outfitted in cavalry and make his party the most insane fast super speed thing in the world, then you could, you know, you could do that if you wanted to. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're probably going to tell him to... Can we tell him to... can change the party leader to disband. Yeah, that's probably going to be the thing that we'll do. Because what I would like to do here, considering he's the only one that has received a marriage proposal, not sure why that is, but I think he has to be a certain age, by the way, because I think we have this this other mod called, I think it could be called, I'm not sure if it's Houses of Calradia. Could be that. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do actually is we will just change the party, despite the fact that he is indeed receiving trade experience. I don't think is the last trade. Let me just confirm this for a real quick second. Is the last trade perk actually any good? He's got trickle down, I think, right now. And so Man of Means, that's basically pointless in my opinion. I don't feel like that's going to be significant to him in any way. We are getting a significant amount of money from him, but our workshops are still, you know, absolutely pumping, so I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. We could obviously change the party leader. We could change the party leader. You know what? Let's change the party leader. Why not? Let's do that. Let's have Ryson do it. There we go. Yeah, so she's going to go and lead his party now, and hopefully we're going to get him to come along and actually join us. He's moving. Yes, he's moving to us. So, and we're also getting our daughter-in-law at the same time. So this is fantastic. So, what? Two troops have deserted? Oh yeah, that's. Wait a minute. Who was that? Who was that? I have no idea. All right, because I thought that only one of them had. All right. Well, whatever the case. Yep, they're both here. Fantastic. Look at that. They're both here. So now they are going to start. You know, they're going to start doing the woohoo. Yes, they're going to start doing that. And yeah, otherwise, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue getting some of these guys, because these fellows are inevitably going to level up into some crazy cool things. And hopefully we'll be able to, well, hopefully we'll see one of them get pregnant. Haha, one of them. Ha. Alright, so we're going for a war against Vlandia. You can see here that Vlandia actually has 36,000 in combat strength, and that's because they have actually expanded dramatically, because they're starting to take on some of the Nords. They're actually starting to fight the Nords quite a great deal here. So the question is, I was actually going to challenge Mr. Caladog, but that basically didn't work out, okay? And the reason why is because obviously I need a fief to be able to place my forces into before I can actually do that, because you need to meet him on the fields of battle by yourself. You need to be alone. Yes, you need to be alone. So that's the reason why. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try and see if I can very quickly do this. Now what do we have here? Oh yes, okay, so I was basically unassailed until this time, and you can see here that the garrison has now decided to sally out, which I think is probably okay. However, let's just take a quick look. Okay, yeah, these guys, okay, this fellow is literally, is he serious? He has 50 Nord Husker. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why he has so many high-level troops, but it must be a mod. It must be a mod. That must be what's going on here. Unless they're just so incredibly powerful right now that we are just getting, well, we're getting the raw end of the stick here. Yes, this is going to be a little bit harsh for us. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Yes, we'll be absolutely fine. Okay. First of all, what I need to do is I need to get into the trees, because I think they do have... Oh, no, they don't even have that much cavalry. Okay, never mind. I thought they'd have quite a significant amount. But what we will do is we'll try to get the high ground, obviously. I mean, let's face it, I'm not sure whether the high ground is really going to make that much difference here. But we'll try it. And I'm going to try to assassinate, if I can, their enemy leader. This is not him, of course, but... You know, if I can assassinate the enemy leader, then we're going to have a great time, or a much better time than we otherwise would have. Let's try and do some damage, shall we? Come on now, a little bit more than that, please. A little bit more than that, Barney. Come on now, you can do it. A little bit more than that. There we go, nice, nice, nice. Good, good, good. Yes, kill that Banner Knight. Nice, yes, another one. Another one bites the dust, and that's exactly what we need. Need to be careful here as well. The fact is, I can die really, really easily here. If these guys end up shooting me or turning to shoot me or something like that, we're going to have some problems. Let me actually just move my forces slightly in the front there. We do have a lot of bowmen. Ooh, I was trying to get around that guy's shield. Unfortunately, he did manage to protect himself rather dramatically. Going to try to inflict as much damage as possible on their infantry. It feels to me like their archers are not really going to be that... well, they're not going to be that good. They're not going to be that good right now. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to charge through them all. I'm going to try to inflict as much damage as possible with my mount, with my spear. And that's all I can really do. That's all I can really do. I can just try to be as annoying as possible. And it does feel as though we are doing something, maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure. I mean, they have so many Huskars that it's going to be a problem no matter what. Let's tell my guys to charge in. Where am I? Why are my infantry? Where are my infantry? Are they dead? No, they're not dead, but they're not doing that much, which is somewhat problematic. Yeah, this might be a problem. We might not be able to do this. At least they are... yeah, I'm not sure about this. Might be okay. I think we might have this in the bag. Oh yeah, that was really, really harsh. That was really, really harsh. I wasn't surprised, really. I wasn't surprised that we were really having such a hard time, but I was kind of surprised how good the Nord Berserkers actually are. This is exactly the reason why I said to you previously that I personally believe that Nords are possibly the strongest faction in the game, just purely because, well, they're capable of just surviving. They could just survive for almost insane amounts of time. I mean, you could see that I basically had a very, very hard time even eliminating one of them, right? One Nord Berserker, for example, and I personally don't believe that the Nord Berserkers are that good. I think that Nord Berserkers are probably some of the worst units that they have available, but they're very high tier. The funny thing is they're high tier, right? But that doesn't make any difference in my opinion. I think that the Nord Berserkers don't have particularly good equipment or anything like that, and it can really make a huge difference to their overall effectiveness. But anyway, that notwithstanding, we were able to achieve victory. Hilariously enough, I really don't know how that was even possible, but yeah, we were able to. And indeed, we can now level up some more of these people. 34 Nord Huskars. I mean, I would love to be able to take these, but I can't. I mean, I can take a couple, I guess, but I'm not going to be able to take all of them, that's for sure. And now we do have a number of pieces of gear here that I could potentially, you know what, I'm going to take it just because. And we're going to see what we can do. Yeah, there we go. Yes, everyone's upgrading their equipment. Very, very nice. I love seeing that. I love seeing upgrades. Okay, so the funny thing is, the militia are the only people still actually available. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. We just captured it. We just captured it. Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, I will take it. I will take it for my own. Thank you very much. And I will indeed be taking a bunch of bear-tilled keys. Yes. The tilde key is a legendary key, indeed. And that's exactly the point. Okay, so yeah, otherwise, we're going to just take that. Thank you very much. And now, this is going to be a bit of a problem. I mean, maybe actually not that much of a problem. I mean, it depends. Yeah, it might be a bit of an issue, actually. So, what we're going to need to do... what's my the construction speed is absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. Okay, so let me see here. Can I actually put someone as the governor and actually have them do a good job? Because every single time I have literally tried to use a governor right now or recently, it has not worked out that well. So I think we'll do Egan, I think. Yeah, we'll do Egan. I think he's going to do a great job. Okay, so yeah, let me see. What do we want? Well, we probably want to do this. Let's finish this off. That's going to be 14 days. That's not so great. But why did we lose loyalty? Oh yeah, it's because we actually started this thing up. Okay, yeah. Well, let me just wait for a real quick second then. Oh, look at that. Massive amounts of stuff being awarded to us right there. Okay, so the question is, yeah, what I really badly need to do actually is I need to go into improved garrison, and I need to make sure that this thing recruits as many people as possible. Yeah, recruits as many people as possible. Massive amounts in actual fact. So, shall we create a new recruiter? We could potentially do that. Number of troops? 50. Britannia. Select units for the recruiter party. You need at least one unit to establish the party. This guy? Sure? I have no idea who that is. Who is that? Okay, there's a... Oh. Well, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Well, it turns out those guys decided to leave. Yeah, kind of a bit weird. I actually don't know why they would do that, but, you know, who am I to say, right? Who am I to say? So let's actually just get this up and running now. Oh, yeah, this guy's actually deciding to make whatever he wants to make. I actually don't know whether that's a particularly good idea. I feel like we should probably just get this first, and then we'll do that. But, yeah, there's nothing in the garrison right now, but hopefully that's going to change relatively soon. As you can see here, Zeonica has also given birth to a healthy baby, so that's fantastic. That's really nice, isn't it? And indeed, we are, of course, fighting against the Vlandians. Ah, there it is. We have been awarded Chieftain. Yes, our title has now increased, and as well as our party size, of course, and that's going to be exceptionally good. And now, if only look, I'm so close. I'm so close to getting it. I'm so close to 150, but it's going to take me a while, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely going to take me a while. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with that. I'm just trying to make this guy a little bit better at fighting, just in case I do actually end up taking him over. Because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe Barney's going to die or something like that. Who knows? But yes, he actually managed to level up again. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what I'm even going to spec into. Should I spec into charm skill? Is that actually going to be that useful for me? No, not really, but I might as well do it. Should we go social? Yeah, sure. Why not? I just want to try to make sure that leadership skill levels up faster than anything else. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? All right, so it looks like we've got another siege going on here. I wonder whether these guys are going to leave. They might. I'm not sure. If they do or don't, then wait a minute. How do I get out of this? Wait. Oh no. Oh dear. What did I just do? I just left somehow? How did I leave the... how did I leave that? Okay, wait, let me break in. 54 troops. Okay, sure. How did I leave that? I should have had this menu, but I didn't have this menu. That's a bit weird. All right, so yeah, my okay, this isn't going to go particularly badly, I don't think. We could... I want to ambush them, actually. Oh, no, I can't do that. That's kind of unfortunate. We can sally out, we can break out. No, that's not going to make any difference. Okay, it's not going to do much. Okay, so... this is going to be quite problematic. Ooh, alright. So they're actually deciding to go in straight away here. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this. They... wow, this guy has 122 Vlandian vanguards. Are you joking? Okay, well, the only thing that we can really do, and this is obviously what I attempted to do the last time that we tried a siege, is we're just going to have to try to destroy their siege equipment. If we can destroy the siege equipment, we should have a pretty easy time here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure whether my... is the wall still destroyed? Oh, I hope not. Oh. It is. Oh, no. Are you serious? That's terrible. That is really, really bad. Yeah, the wall is still destroyed, so... yeah, so basically enemies can literally just walk straight on in. If they're actually even going to do that. They might not do that. They are apparently ignoring the massive hole in the wall. Okay, well, that's... I guess that's fine. I don't really mind that too much. I mean, that's good for me. Yeah, kind of bad for them, I guess, but... yeah, anyway, let's... gonna get ready, I guess. I kind of wish... the funny thing is, this is quite amusing, because Barney is actually pretty hilariously good at combat, but it's very, very difficult to... wow, really? We're not going to kill this? Okay, yeah, well, I was going to say, it's very difficult to defend against so many enemies. Oh, we actually destroyed that battering ram. Look at that. We actually took out that battering ram. That is fantastic. Okay, so obviously... are they... they're retreating! Oh, they're retreating! And indeed, look at this. We're actually freeing some of our people as well. This is very, very nice. I mean, obviously, I don't really care that much about the charm skill, but that's pretty fun, right? I think that's pretty fun. All right, so let's actually see what we can do here. I have a load of troops that I can rescue here. Okay, that's amazing. I like it. Thank you very much. Come to me. And as a result of us being able to complete that siege defense, they actually ran away, obviously. So, you know, I'm not entirely sure what they were really doing with that. But yes, we can now do this. Yes, we did it. Look at that. We did this. Wait. No, fight a siege battle. Wait. Which one was it, actually? There we go. Yes, defend a city against a besieging enemy army and personally slay 50 assailants during a siege defense. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, we actually did that. And yeah, okay. So we now have a couple of extra potential doctrines coming towards us at some point. Not sure if that's really going to happen anytime soon, but yes. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're just going to go into the garrison here. And I'm going to be placing a lot of these troops in there. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so the question is, I don't really want any of these random units if I can help it. So I'm just going to try to swap those out. I think we're probably fine otherwise. Yeah, I think we're okay. As you can see, I still have 110 forest bandits. It really annoys me, actually, that we have so many of those and that we don't have the ability to level them up. Do I have 150? No, I don't have 150 yet. Okay, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Yes, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so let's do Natural Leader. Natural Leader is, in my opinion, very good. And otherwise, we're just going to wait here for a little bit of time. Let's see what happens. I've got so many people as a... so many ransomed people right now. I mean, technically, we could ransom them if we wanted to, but I'm going to keep them because I want to force Flandria into a really bad situation, or try to force them into a bad situation. Hopefully, some of my forces will actually start trying to capture some things. I mean, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Okay, how's my leadership skill? 144. Yeah, need more of that. Really, really do need more of that. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to end the episode off here. Yes, I'm going to end the episode off here because there isn't much more for me to do right now, apart from wait around a little bit. I would like to try and capture some of these other castles in and around the area here. And I don't know, who knows? Maybe the Britannians will finally start fighting back against the Vlandians. The Vlandians have an insane amount of combat strength, as we've seen, so I can only hope that they don't decide to make peace with them too early. Let's hope they don't. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.